And I was thinking about actually a passage in Hebrews 12:1 where it says that because we're surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, the saints and the angels and the presence of God in the heavens, that we are to throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles us so that we can run with endurance the race marked out for us. I want to stop for a second and kind of bring this home in a very practical way. The biggest challenge that I think most of us face in life is our stuff. It's all the preconditions that we have in life about what life is going to be like, and we kind of come to God and say, God, the house, the car, the vacations, the 401k, the whatever it is, the kids, we've got all these things. And God, now that I've kind of made my point clear about what's important to me, I'm giving you whatever you want that's left. Do you know what I'm talking about, right? And we kind of have this precondition in our mind that everything has to survive if God is going to be faithful with us, right? That everything has to make it through. That everything has to come with us, whether it's in ministry or making it through a storm or, whatever adventure or call that God has on our life. We're sitting there with this giant bag, dragging this stuff with us and say, I'm ready to go, and we're pulling up to the line, the starting line for a foot race. And we've got this gargantuan bag behind us that says, I'm going to win this race, for the glory of God. And we got like 800 pounds behind us, that we're pulling along. The thing that really hit me about this text that I want to encourage you with, because it really inspired me and spoke to me, is that I need to be doing hurricane fire drills. I need to do shipwreck fire drills. And I've done fire drills before in my life, those temptation fire drills where I'll get in front of the mirror and I'll imagine temptations that might come my way. And rather than being surprised when they come, is I actually go through little fire drills with myself. And I'll look in the mirror and I'll say, Bob, this temptation is coming. And I'll go, no, Bob, don't, Bob, no. And I'll say, good job. Then I'll give myself another temptation. And I'll be thinking to myself what the temptation might be and the circumstances where I might be vulnerable. And I'll tell myself, no, don't do it. There's too much at stake, So actually, when I go through my little fire drills, they actually prepare me. I know it sounds kind of silly, but we do fire drills for a lot of things. And what does a fire drill do? It prepares you so in a moment of chaos or uncertainty or fogginess of your thinking, you know the right thing to do. I want to suggest that we need shipwreck fire drills. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say you stand in front of the mirror and you tell yourself you're going to lose your home, you're going to lose your car, you can't make your payments because of the subprime lending problem, or because of the economy, or because you spent all your vacation money on ATA airline tickets that you're never going to see again, which is my story. And I happen to shop Aloha too, so we lost on all ends here. What would you do, Bob, if you lost your sons? Would you still serve me? What would you do if you lost your wife? Would you still serve me? And I'm sitting there gulping, it's like, yeah, I would. But it's a fire drill and it prepares my heart. And I want to share with you that there's an aspect of this related to the cargo and the profitability of all these things that the ship was carrying that they started throwing overboard when they realized what was at stake. But this brings Christians into crisis when they face these things, because I want to suggest to you that we really haven't had a shipwreck fire drill in our hearts before God and said, God, it's all yours anyway. If you want me to lose everything, I'll lose it. It's like a great example of this, of course, is Job, when he said, hey, he lost his family, he lost his kids, lost his business, lost his standing in the community, lost everything. And he said, naked I came, naked I'll return. Blessed be the name of the Lord. This is a man that had done shipwreck fire drills. We're not actually told that in the Bible, but I believe based on his response that this was a man that understood that it wasn't his.